trust. The other is all things evil.
The new
Fear,
mutants.
Sin, and self-destruction.
Look at all this gloriousness.
No! No, Dad, please! Please don't leave me alone!
Daddy, I have to go back. Stay here.
I mean, honestly, what's more important right now than your daughter? Are you going to go help another one of your family members, or what? Take care of your daughter. Okay, guys, and what we do know is there is something weird, in fact, happening. There are people, for some reason, in the ceilings.
Doors, infirmary. Hi, Dani. I'm Dr. Race. If you take a seat, I'll forget.
Did you call her Daddy or Dani?
An F5 tornado touched down on your reservation.
No.
Reservation?
You're the sole survivor of a terrible tragedy. No, no.
F5
He was
tornado.
growling. Something was chasing us.
What? Sometimes trauma makes us remember things that aren't real.
I feel like that's a little gaslighty, guys. A little bit. Tad bit here.
How long do I have to stay here?
Until I decide you're not a danger.
Danger to who?
Everyone?
Yourself.
Okay.
You've been through a lot. If you refuse to participate. So, Rahne, why don't you start?
Rain.
Play. Please join us, Dani.
I think what's important here is trying to figure out exactly
This is our new patient, Danielle Moonstar.
what year are we in.
Serious.
He asked me to show him, so I changed. And what did Reverend Craig do? Beat me about half to death.
This is definitely a very, very, very slow introduction into the film, guys.
I was going to hell.
For an info, maybe? Hopefully.
Keep behaving exactly like you are right now, and we can all just spend the day in solitary.
Okay, so this is like a prison.
I want all of you to think very carefully about how you'd like to use your time.
Like I said, I guess that's pretty easy to
And how
figure out,
long
yeah?
do you want the time to be?
Based off the locks on that door.
Since you're already up.
There's no fence.
No. No fence. Nothing between you and freedom.
Something tells me that's a lie.
Run, you girl, run! Faster!
Just like that. Yeah, there had something, obviously. It's the illusion of freedom, but you're not free at all. Obviously, that dog most likely is a person, a mutant. I don't think it's a regular dog. Wolf.
Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
But I guess my question here is that if
Really high up.
they can't escape, why are there even locks on the door?
Kill me. I don't want to be here.
I want to be with my family. If they're gone and you're here, maybe it's for a reason. Maybe it's not time to be with them just yet. I'm all alone. There's 2 people up here. You call me a nobody.
Yeah, kind of.
Please.
Kind of, yeah.
Get better. Let's live a little longer, Dani Moonstar. Was just showing her the chapel.
Yeah, guys.
No one is ever to be accounted for, right?
Yeah, guys. They're really, from what I can tell so far about this film, they're really trying to flip the what I thought most likely was the overall demographic of the individuals that were watching X-Men. They're trying to flip it hard. But let's continue.
Is this like practice? I don't know.
I'm gonna forecast he's gonna be an idiot,
It seems like he's out here just trying to hurt himself.
like a complete idiot.
For our own good. She means well. She's trying to help us. If you follow the treatment, we'll get out of here, Dani. Probably before the rest of us cuckoos. Well, nay.
Yeah, sure.
Psionic energy.
I got it.
You know, I couldn't pay you $1 million anyway.
We get out of here, I'll spot you. The folks are good for it.
I'm gonna be honest.
Not Kentucky.
All right, man.
That's a terrible accent, guys. Oh, right. Guys, was this movie filmed by the same people that generally film everything for X-Men? What, did you just teleport? To the aforementioned mines. I will say I do definitely like the practical lighting here in this scene. I definitely think they need to do a better job with explaining the story a little bit, guys. Just a tad bit. I mean, obviously that was his backstory, so now we know he disappointed his father in some manner. All right, so I think we know how he has a black eye along with a broken arm. He causes it to himself.
You know the rules. No powers in here. And definitely no fighting.
Okay.
Sorry, Doctor.
That's an interesting power.
Everything was invincible.
Yeah, guys, this feels like the end of a franchise, almost, right? Like that's the vibe I get from what we're encountering right here. All right, and now her backstory. All right, so hold on. All right, so it seems like we're just going to be encountering like this type of setup for the entirety of the film. The film is incredibly short to begin with, okay? And I guess what I'm trying to point out here is it seems like they're going to be telling us one by one, or showing us their basic origin story, but there's not enough context. Like Sam's origin story, let's say, or kinda, didn't really give me much, right? I mean, they foreshadowed it right before it happened. And then it just happens miraculously by him touching some type of like dryer or something. Guys, Let's just continue. Let's just continue.
You're clearly manifesting something, but we need to do more tests to find out what it is. It's okay. I'm a doctor. Actually, I come from a family of doctors.
Are you?
My mother was a vet. A lot of
Okay.
vets came in with rattlesnake bites. Did you know baby rattlesnakes are more dangerous than adult ones?
Right. Yeah, because they
haven't
don't know how to like control the amount of venom they're injecting, so they just go full strength venom into your body. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's why new mutants are dangerous. And they need to be locked up,
Cataloged.
sequestered.
All right, so we definitely, in fact, have like a continuity issue unless this clock is on multiple different sides, right? But why would it be broken here when it was specifically broken in this area here, right? But why is it broken here, guys? What's happening here? Okay.
Demons can't come in churches. Demons can't come in churches.
Okay.
Hey. Where have you been? It's a lie detector. We know.
Fine.
3. That's not bad.
No, look. I told you.
What?
Why not?
They get too hot. Yeah, you think it's funny? Your turn.
Let me guess. That was just a foreshadowing event. He won't tell his powers. He gets too hot. What does that mean exactly?
I belong here, so
I'm not sure any of us belong here.
I think I do.
Where is here in the first place? Like guys, generally there should have been some type of like establishing shot that would have actually told us kind of where they are. But they're keeping that extremely cryptic, and we are pretty much, almost 30 minutes into the film here, guys. Listen to me.
This question. It's your turn.
That accent is also crazy.
Can you hook me up? A demon bear. Lives inside of us and feeds off of our fear.
That'll help a kid sleep.
Shut up, Berto. When you're born,
What's crazy is that what she's saying is not odd. I think every culture, for the most part, has something like that. I'll say the Western society says that if you're bad, you're going to go to hell, right? That's what they say. Or they speak about demons and things like that. You have other cultures who say that if you walk through the woods at night, or if you're not home fast enough, you'll hear a crying lady in the woods, right? And this crying lady will come and take your soul away, right? So be good, or this person is coming. A lot of cultures have that. I mean, it's obviously used as a way to, for the most part, control ethics or morality. It's fine, right? Every culture is different. Every culture does it differently, but there always has to be a good or bad, or something that can basically damn your energy to the bad place. Be good, or you're going to whatever bad place. Insert culture. That's normal. All right, let's continue.
yes.
Now, what if we don't want him to value Boston's facility? Now, what if I just want to go home?
What if it doesn't exist?
You remember what happened.
I don't know. I don't trust her.
You think they stopped looking for you? If you weren't here, you'd be in prison. Or worse.
Hey, it was an accident.
You think anyone outside this room would believe that?
I would. Sam's a good guy.
Even if I'm not. Or do I really have to spend my whole life in here for one minute?
Bro, that accent is crazy.
When am I better?
What's gotten into you, Sam?
Look, something's not right. I'm seeing things. Terrible nightmares.
No.
When will I ever get better?
You're better when I say so.
No, forget it. It's bullshit. You're not listening to me.
Like, it's very obvious that she's the bad guy. It's very obvious. And like the first thing you didn't do or to think of is escaping. Like if you know that she's the cause of that basic dome, right? And we know this when the girl tried to like cut the other girl in half, right? She instantly created that dome. The first thing you didn't think of was getting out of here. The first thing. That should have been number one. But, all right.
Wow.
Isn't it obvious? You know who the X-Men are, right?
Yeah, why would we want to be X-Men?
Right, we're no student fighting people. I'm rich.
What, they pay you to be X-Men now?
I wouldn't mind being an X-Man. And why would they need a dog? Children.
What are those two up to?
What do you think?
Cheers.
Are you not paying attention? I think it's glaringly obvious based off of the movie she was watching on TV.
Just got claustrophobic. Like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, you blasted.
Bro, you couldn't hire someone from Kentucky to play this part? Almost positive you could have done that.
I killed my dad. What did you do?
He got hot. And why are we laying in the dirt?
So my father popped in.
The reservation. Pay attention.
Dome over your reservation.
No, you're saying the reservation in itself is a cage.
No.
She's right.
He meant our bodies.
Okay, well, okay. That also. Sure, why not?
Too nice. Sometimes I feel like I made you up.
It's because she wants you.
I promise you.
What's wrong?
He's getting hot. Pay attention.
You can tell me.
I was with my girlfriend.
Great time for this conversation.
I tried to hold her, but
You cooked her. Alive.
I burned her.
Damn. What happened here? What?
Chill. Chill nothing. Calling the cops and getting out of here.
You're not going anywhere.
Yes, says who?
Says your doctor.
Bullshit. You're not a doctor.
That's the vibe I get.
I've known men like you. Men who like to keep children trapped in cages. I've known them. And they've killed them.
Wait.
She wasn't in the pool.
Wait. Okay, wait. That whole conversation just confused me. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't even know how to approach this conversation with any type of tact. I can't. I don't know. So as a matter of fact, let's just move on. Okay.
Where are you?
I'm right here.
What is this place? What are you doing?
Daddy?
Oh. Well, we know what that is. If you've been following along, finally, something that ties in the story. Okay, so these are the kids that escaped, that Wolverine helped escape. Okay, so we're definitely far into the future. Maybe, 7-8 years? Maybe? 10? This would be like 2040 maybe from where we were. Look at this evil man, guys. Look at him.
What happened to her?
You happened.
It's Dani.
Yep.
It's all Dani. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, they can't figure out what powers you have. They put you under some type of thing. Somehow you're completely out of it right now and coherent. But let's not talk about that. But that's not the point. The point is that you're bringing all of this on. Okay, your father gives you the demon bear, and all of a sudden the demon bear is real, and just completely demolishes the whole thing. The father knew you were like this. He knew you were like this. Okay, he tried to get you as far away from the other people as possible by putting you into the woods. I'll go back and save him. Now it makes sense why he went back to save him, because he knows you're the cause of it. So let's go back and save the people. What ends up ending your father? You have the ability to manifest things in people. That's it. Right? The place is not haunted at all. You're making everyone's like worst nightmares exist. But all right, let's go ahead and do this.
There's evil here. Now know your power in you, girl. Let me show you mine. She's in our heads. She'll kill us all. Who are they? Never knew their names. They were all the same.
Evil men.
Well, what if you only came because of me? Even if y'all are the one making these things happen. You had no choice. It's not your fault. I saw something when Dr. Reyes was testing me.
What is that?
Hey, what's up with you?
I think he's real.
You can do your best to save a patient, but sometimes the most humane thing to do is put it to sleep.
Why even talk about it? Listen, movie bad guys are incredibly stupid, okay? If you were going to do this, you have her basically like this. Just do it. But instead, you were waiting for, I'm guessing, the kids to most likely save him. It's going to be some type of fight, a battle based off of the TV show that we just saw. I'm guessing this is probably a foreshadowing event, because the last time we saw the TV, it was a foreshadowing event. But let's continue. And this is why I never have, generally, headphones like this on my head. I never do, unless I can directly see the entryway to my to wherever I am, and I have security cameras.
Your powers cannot.
Come on, Indiana, you gotta do something! Use your power! Feel this? Do you know how to make those spywly things? No. They're aliens. Of course they are. Have you seen the girls? No. They're headed upstairs.
Patient reviles authority. But their fragmented psyche and base hatred for humans makes her a prime candidate for the program.
Conclusion. A killer. With limitless potential. Recommend continued investment.
How are you gonna get past that?
By taking out the source. And let's kill the bitch.
How can that make sense though? Because if she when she was unconscious, she was still able to keep up that force field, right?
Tonight?
In the spirit world.
Perimeter breach. Foreshadowing event of sorts. What's your deepest fear?
What are you doing? So am I.
No, Haley!
Hey, Yogi!
I mean, if you could have done this the whole time,
Tigers and bears, oh my.
like, what's the range of your teleportation?
Holy! I'm gonna marry that girl.
You okay, Lockheed?
You will be miserable. Do not marry her. Don't even say that out loud again.
Give it to me. Hide. Demons can come in churches. Demons can come in churches.
Yeah, screaming is gonna do a lot.
I'm going in there. Please. You're not alone. I'm here. We're all here.
The imagery is intriguing, guys. You gotta hide while she does all of the work? That is crazy.
You have to wake up, or we're all going to die.
Everything is happening almost exactly as I speculated.
I'm so sorry.
It wasn't your fault. And now you need to wake up.
But the bear, it's too big. No! I'm in charge now. Control. Thanks, all of you, for saving me.
Are you kidding?
You saved us.
You saved us.
One bear is all things good. Compassion, love, trust. The other is all things evil. Fear, shame, and self-destruction.
Let's get into the good. All right. What was interesting? I did like the way that this whole movie was filmed. Obviously, it's coming from a gigantic, studio, so I expect for things to be filmed adequately. The one thing that and that's probably the only thing that I can say that I probably liked about it. Other than that, I'm not really a fan of this film. I don't know. Like, I think this film would probably be, really good for my young teenage daughter. That's the vibe. Not my son. I wouldn't subject him to this. But my young teenage daughter probably would like this. Would probably like the film to a certain extent, I guess. Right? Very predictable. I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to rate this film probably a 2 out of 10. And that 2 is exclusively because it was filmed well. Other than that, I'm not really a fan. This feels truthfully like the end of X-Men. I know we have one more after this, so we're just gonna go ahead and finalize the series. I don't know what this was, bro, but this was terrible. This was you've ruined the series, bro. Obviously, think about the time this film came out. Things were very interesting. There was a lot of virtue signaling that was happening, and that's what this film is. This film is that exact thing. That's it. It's similar to the last X-Men movie we recently saw, Dark Phoenix. As I think Dark Phoenix was better than this, and that's crazy. Because Dark Phoenix is easily one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Dark Phoenix, Captain Marvel, and these are the worst. These are the three worst movies I've ever actually sat through in its entirety in my entire life. I don't know why. I do know why this is being made. Okay. I understand why this is being made, because they're trying to they're trying to bring in a different market into the series that has been successful for almost 2 decades. But it's not like the original market was not there. It's just that they stopped, making things for the original market. You switched up way too fast for me, bro. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. The switch up was not okay. But life, I guess. But all right, listen. If you guys do want to see the full length reaction, it is on Patreon at the 2nd tier. And you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.